This is our NEET UG MCQ. Okay. So myself, Dr. Shiban, MBBS DCH, post-graduated from Madras Medical College. So this is our part 63 video, and my first question itself is a repeat MCQ. Okay. Microsporangia is tetrad in shape. True or false? Or they will ask, which of the following is tetrad shape? Last year MCQ. Microsporangia is tetrad. True or false? Repeat MCQ. Pollen grain is tetrad is the correct answer. Be very careful while answering questions. Pollen grain is tetrad in shape. How did Parthenium, Parthenium, come inside India? Parthenium is a dangerous plant. Plant. Parthenium. How did Parthenium enter inside India? Any idea? MCQ. It came as a contaminant. It came as a contaminant while transporting wheat. Parthenium. Very dangerous plant. Parthenium. This is a repeat MCQ, recent MCQ. In flowering plant, embryo sac is located in flowering plant. Embryo sac is located in nucellus. Nucellus. Embryo sac located in nucellus. Where is nucellus located? Nucellus located within the integuments. Within the integuments. Within the integuments. Nucellus. See the word food. Food reserve of ovule in a flowering plant is chalasa. This MCQ so many times they have asked. Food reserve for ovule in a flowering plant is chalsa. Chalasa. True or false? The correct answer is nucellus. Don't forget the question. Don't forget the question. Food reserve for ovule in a flowering plant. What is the question? Do you know the point for this? Before, the word before is very important. Before the anther dehisces. Before the anther dehisces. What is the question? Any idea? We'll ask this MCQ in the choice. Before the anther dehisces. Any idea? Ideal time for emasculation in a bisexual flowering plant. Each and every word is important. Bisexual is important. Flowering plant is important. Emasculation is important. If you know these three words, you must always remember this word. Before. So this is the ideal time. They can ask. Ideal time for before the flower opened. Before the flower opens. What is the question? This is how you should prepare NEET. Ideal time to do bagging in a unisexual flower. Ideal time to do in a unisexual flower. What is man? M-A-N. Man. Any idea? Man. Any idea about this man? Gentle power man. Any idea? Adrenal medulla. M. Secretes adrenaline and noradrenaline. Repeated MCQ. Adrenal, they'll ask, adrenal secreted from. You must write adrenal medulla. They'll confuse with adrenal cortex. Because adrenal has two parts, adrenal medulla and adrenal cortex. So where is adrenaline secreted? If you remember this mnemonics, M, man. Adrenal medulla secretes adrenaline and noradrenaline. Very easy to discuss. But when you see the choice, this MCQ, this man is going to help you too much. Endosperm completely consumed during embryo in 3 plants as per your textbook. Completely consumed. Any idea? Completely consumed. P. Groundnut beans. Repeated. So many times they have asked MCQ. Don't forget the question. Completely endosperm used in P. Groundnut and beans. They'll keep one more choice. They'll ask which is the wrong statement. Completely, okay. Endosperm may persist in which plants? That is completely absorbed. May persist in coconut and castor. Coconut and castor. What is the question? May persist. Oxytocin, OXY, oxytocin is involved in parturition. Parturition means normal vaginal delivery. Oxytocin in parturition. What is your answer? Yes. The uterus, uterus, uterus in a female opens into the vagina. True or false? They asked this. In true or false they have asked. Yes. Opens into vagina is a true statement. It's a true statement. Elongated haploid nucleus. Elongated haploid nucleus. Sperm head. Sperm head. Elongated haploid nucleus. Sperm head. These are our rank deciding MCQs. Sperm has a neck. True or false? Sperm has a neck. True or false? Yes, it has a neck. Right? This MCQ was some 2 years back. Same MCQ. Both LH and FH, both LH and FSH are used on Leydig cells to produce androgen. What is the answer? LH only. LH only. This is a brilliant MCQ. Read the question. Both LH and LH are used in LH only. What is CU7? This number 7 is very important. Okay, 7. Keep it in mind. 7 in area. CU7. It is a copper releasing IOD. It is a copper releasing IOD. They'll ask CU7, CU8, CU9, CU10. Which is the correct statement? That time this, you must remember this 7. Okay. In higher altitude, there is increasing binding of hemoglobin. True or false? In higher altitude, there is increasing binding of hemoglobin. True or false? In higher altitude, there is increasing binding of hemoglobin. True or false? Decreasing. This is called NEET. In higher altitude, there is Archibacterium, ARCHE, bacterium, grows in temperature less than 100 degrees centigrade. True or false? Archibacterium. They grow in temperature above 100 degree centigrade. Remember the word centigrade, not Fahrenheit, centigrade. 100 degree centigrade. Or they'll ask, which of the following grows greater than 100 degree centigrade? You must answer Archibacterium. Archibacterium. Now, in higher altitude, okay, higher altitude, breathing rate is decreased. True or false? In higher altitude, breathing rate is decreased. True or false? True or false? Breathing rate is increased. 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 Couples avoiding sex. Couples avoiding sex to prevent pregnancy is called what? Couples avoiding sex to prevent pregnancy is called periodic abstinence. Periodic abstinence. Couples avoiding sex to prevent pregnancy. A male, human male, withdrawing the penis from the vagina before ejaculation is called human male withdrawing his penis from vagina just before ejaculation is called coitus interruptus. Coitus interruptus. Lactational amenorrhea. LACTIONAL. Lactational amenorrhea is safe for how long period? This was a repeat MCQ. I think so many times they asked in true or false section. Yes. Lactation amenorrhea is safe for 6 months only. They'll give 8 months and make you confused. Lactation amenorrhea is safe. Lactation amenorrhea is very safe to prevent pregnancy. True or false? Lactation amenorrhea is very safe to prevent pregnancy. True or false? Chance of failure is very, very, very high. Medicines are used in lactation amenorrhea. True or false? Medicines are used in lactational amenorrhea. True or false? True or false? No, because it is a natural method of contraception. They'll ask, which of the following is a natural method of contraception? They'll keep copper T, barrier method, cervical cap. Then they'll keep lactational amenorrhea. That time you must know this point. Because it is a natural method of contraception. What is the question? Medicines are used in lactational amenorrhea. What is Lippi's loop? Lippi's loop. It is a non-medicated IUD. They'll ask which medicine is kept in Lippi's loop. If you know this point, you can say no medicine. See, it is a non-medicated IUD. Non-medicated. Or they'll ask, which of the following is a non-medicated IUD? IUD means what? Intrauterine device. Intrauterine device. Non-medicated IUD is Lippi's loop. Okay. You must remember everything very carefully, okay. 3 criteria to say it is a good sperm count. 3 criteria to say it's a good sperm count. Any idea? Size of the sperm, shape of the sperm, and motility of the sperm. And they'll keep some other choice and they'll ask which is the false statement. See, even the size of the sperm is important. Size. Shape of the sperm is also important. Because motility we'll think is okay. But size and shape we will not think as logic point. Size of the sperm, shape of the sperm, and motility of the sperm, all the 3 are important. And first 2 we will forget. What is the question? 3 criteria to say it's a good sperm, SPERM, sperm in males. A male ejaculates 200 to 300 sperms per coitus. During coitus. Coitus means physical sexual intercourse. A male ejaculates 200 to 300 sperms in coitus. True or false? See the answer. 200 to 300 million sperm. Be very careful when you are answering MCQ. Read it thoroughly. See whether they have put the word million. What is the question? What percentage of sperms should be motile to say it is healthy? dash percentage of sperms should be motile. Any idea? 40 percentage is more than enough to say they are strong enough. 40 percentage. But dash percentage of sperm should have a good size and good shape. %60. This is called NEET preparation. You should prepare like this. Size and shape. Always remember, this is a repeated MCQ. Fertilization of ovum needs what? Fertilization of ovum needs enzymes. Because if you know this MCQ point, you can answer some other question. These are not logic points. Fertilization needs enzymes. Can you tell me this? You discuss this. Cortisol, cortisol, is involved in parturition. No logic. Parturition means normal vaginal delivery in a female. Cortisol is involved in parturition. I am talking about cortisol. Cortisol. What is found in the chalacel end of flowering plants? CHALA is a chalacel. Chalacel. What is found in the chalacel end of flowering plants? These are all repeated MCQs. Repeatedly they will ask. Antipodals. ANTIPODALS. Dash is present chalacel end of flowering plants. How many cells form antipodals? How many cells form antipodals? How many cells form antipodals? How many cells form egg apparatus? How many cells form egg apparatus? Question: how many cells form egg apparatus? See, all the MCQs I have prepared from your NCERT 12th stand textbook only, okay? And kindly share this great video with your juniors and seniors, so okay, and to your NEET coach also, to your NEET coach, to your biology madam also, okay? And write some good comments about this video, okay, at the end of the comment section, okay? And after hearing this video, I have produced my same part 64, the same YouTube channel, and go through that video also, okay? Fallopian tube, FALLOPIAN. Fallopian tube is found in males and females. True or false? Fallopian tube. Fallopian tube is present only in females only. Ampulla is found in which organ? Ampulla. Ampulla. Which organ has ampulla? Ampulla is found in the fallopian tube in females. Fallopian tube in females. Isthmus, ISTHMUS. Isthmus is found in which organ in human being? Isthmus. Isthmus is also found in fallopian tube in females. Infundibulum. infunda, infundibulum, is found in which organ in females? Females. Infundibulum is also found in fallopian tube. Okay. Fimbria, Fimbria. Fimbria is found in which organ in human beings? They'll ask. Now it's easy for you. Fallopian tube. So 4 questions I told for fallopian tube. How to remember everything? How to remember? There is one technique that is called the 7 days continuous recall technique. 720 out of 720 top scorers, they keep this as a secret. If you hear this video for 7 days continuously, you will remember 100 out of 100 points for 1 year. For 1 year, it's a proven technique. You practice this, you hear this video for 7 days continuous, you will be the master. But if you don't hear this video for 7 days, tomorrow afternoon, you will not remember anything. It's a proven method, 7 days continuous recall. Try this in this video. Okay? Yes. Cervix is found in males. True or false? Cervix. Cervix is found in female uterus, uterus, at the lower part. Cervix, cervix. Fundus is found in kidney. True or false? Fundus. Fundus. Fundus is found in uterus. How to remember? Only 7 days recall method. Males have 2 ovaries. True or false? How much? 2 or 4? Males have 2 ovaries or 4 ovaries? How much? Males. Only female have 2 ovaries. Only females have 2 ovaries. Which of the following is funnel shaped? They'll give 4 choice. Which of the following is funnel shaped? Any idea? Infundibulum. Infundibulum. Infundibulum is funnel shaped. Which of the following has finger-like projections? Which of the following has finger-like projections? Fimbria, Fimbria. Fimbria. Other name of fallopian tube. Other name of fallopian tube. This is a repeat MCQ. Because oviduct is also called fallopian tube. Female have 1 fallopian tube. True or false? Female has 1 fallopian tube. True or false? Females have 2 fallopian tubes on each side of the uterus. This was a repeat MCQ some 3 years back. Yes. Length of fallopian tube in females. Length of fallopian tube 10 to 12 centimeter. Repeated MCQ. Length of fallopian tube is 10 to 12 centimeter. Females have two accessory ducts. True or false? Females have three accessory ducts. Name three female accessory ducts. In females. Name three females accessory duct. Any idea? One is oviduct, second is uterus, three is vagina. So now it is easy to answer. Now it is easy to answer. But when they say uterus is a accessory female duct, true or false? That time it is tough to answer. Or they'll ask, vagina is a female accessory duct, true or false? That time it will be tough to answer. Am I right? So, concentrate very thoroughly, neatly, okay? You hear this video as a neat concept, okay? See, three female accessory duct. It's very easy to answer now. It's very easy to answer. Oviduct, uterus, vagina, we can make it up. But when they ask, uterus is a female accessory duct, that time we'll start scratching our head. So how to remember these things? There is only one method. 7 days continuous recall method. Don't forget and don't waste your time. Ambula has fimbria. Any idea? Ambula has fimbria. Infundibulum has fimbria. You open your textbook today, you see this diagram, that uterus fallopian tube diagram. Memorize it, mark it up today itself. Infundibulum. What is the question? See? Ambuli has fimbria. Fimbria is a part of ovary. True or false? Fimbria is a part of ovary. True or false? Fimbria. Fimbria is part of infundibulum. Today itself, you memorize the diagram. Okay, and you must practice the diagram also for 7 continuous days. That is also important. This was an MCQ. Collection of ovum after ovulation is by which organ? Collection of ovum after ovulation, which organ? They'll give 4 choice: cervix, uterus, fallopian tube, fimbria. Gone. What is your answer now? Is by fimbria. This is called NEET preparation. Or they'll ask, what is the function of fimbria? That time you must answer collection of ovum after ovulation, and that time you must remember Sheben. Okay, when they ask this question, what is the function of fimbria? If they ask, what is the function of fimbria? You must remember me, okay? What is this? Collection of ovum after ovulation or during ovulation. That's the function of fimbria. Fimbria is funnel shape. True or false? Just now I discussed. Fimbria is funnel shape. True or false? Any idea? Fimbria is finger-like projections. This is a wrong statement. The correct statement is fimbria, finger-like projections. Fallopian tube has two parts, true or false, as per your textbook. Fallopian tube has two parts, true or false? Fallopian tube has three parts. Can you tell me the three parts of fallopian tube? Three parts of fallopian tube. Isthmus, ambula, infundibulum. I made it very clear for you. Isthmus, ambula, infundibulum. So these are the three parts of fallopian tube. Or they will ask, isthmus is a part of uterus, fallopian tube. Then they will be confused. So get prepared for the next question. So isthmus is a part of fallopian tube, ambula is a part of fallopian tube, infundibulum is a part of fallopian tube. That is how you should prepare for NEET. Ulta, upside down. Okay. So if they ask these three, they are part of fallopian tube. You must prepare like that, okay? Fallopian tube is 10 to 15 millimeter long. True or false? Fallopian tube is 10 to 15 millimeter long. True or false? Be very careful. It is 10 to centimeter long. Centimeter long. 1971. 1971. Any question for that? You can tell me any question for 1971. MTP. MTP introduced in India. 1971. 1971. What is MTP? What is MTP? This is a repeat MCQ. Tell full form. What is MTP? Medical termination of pregnancy. Medical termination of pregnancy. What do you mean by the word first trimester? First trimester. It is related to what? Separate MCQ. It is related to pregnancy in female. Any idea? First trimester means up to 12 weeks of pregnancy in human beings. First 12 weeks. Second trimester means up to 24 weeks. Every 12 week is called trimester. Okay? Every 12 weeks is called trimester. So first trimester is first 12 weeks. Second trimester is first 24 weeks. They can ask, which is the best period or the safe period to do MTP, medical termination of pregnancy in a female, in a pregnant female. Safe period, MCQ. You cannot do any time, whatever we like. Safe period is first trimester up to first 12 weeks of pregnancy. This is how you should prepare NEET. What is the question? Safe period for medical termination of pregnancy. Sex of an unborn child. Sex of an unborn child can be found out. There are so many methods. Can you tell me one method? There are so many methods. Can you tell me one method? Your textbook says amniocentesis. AMNIO. Centesis. CENTISIS. Other name of MTP, they have asked once. Other name of MTP is induced abortion. This was in a match the following, I think. Induced abortion is called MTP. What is feticide? Always remember side. CIDE, sidal. That means killing. So fetus is killed. Side means killing. So feticide. What is the reason for? What do you mean by feticide? I think now you understood. Okay. Killing of female fetus inside the womb. What is womb? Womb. WOMB. Very important MCQ. Womb means uterus in female. Separate MCQ. UTERUS in female is also called WOMB. Separate MCQ. So what is feticide? Killing of a fetus. Especially female fetuses are killed more in rural areas. See, this is MCQ. Feticides are higher in male fetus. Just now I told you. Feticides are more common in female childs. They'll kill if they know the pregnant mother is female, is having a female fetus. They'll try to do. They want to kill the female child, female baby, fetus. See, this MCQ they've asked some 3 to 4 years back. Same word they've asked. MTP is not intentional. True or false? It's given in a textbook also. MTP is not intentional. True or false? MTP is an intentional act. Zostera. Zostera. Zostera is a marine fish. True or false? Zostera. This was asked in a match the following. Zostera is a marine fish. True or false? Zostera is a marine sea grass. Marine sea grass. Zostera. What is Apis indica? What do you mean by Apis indica? Apis indica. Apis indica means honey bee. Apis indica. Beekeeping, honey beekeeping is called what? In India, beekeeping in India, it is called apiculture. API culture. Apiculture means beekeeping. Beekeeping means apiculture. This they have asked on a match the following. You cannot answer this without studying. Okay. Honey is used in making polish. What is our answer? They can ask, which of the following is used in making polish? That is no logic. Honey is used for making polish. True or false? The answer is yes, yes, yes. Honey is used in making cosmetics. True or false? True or false? True. They will not ask like this. Which of the following is used to make cosmetic? That time you must answer. And that time you must remember Sheben also, because I taught you tough MCQs. Honey bee lives in which place? Honey bee. A dog lives in a kennel. Right? A dog lives in a kennel. So honey bees lives in hives. Honey bee lives in hives. Beekeeping is labor intensive. True or false? Beekeeping is labor intensive. True or false? Right. It is not labor intensive. What do you mean by the word swarms? SWARMS. Swarms. General match the following MCQ. Swarm. SWARMS. Swarms is group of honeybee. Or the last group of honeybee is called swarm. Both sides they can ask this MCQ. Do not have physiological ability like other mammals in adaptation. Do not have physiological ability like other mammals in adaptation. What is the answer? Desert lizard. What is the question? Do not have physiological ability like other mammals in adaptation. It is a desert lizard. Microbes that can flourish in hot springs. Any idea? Microbes. Archaebacteria. We studied in the beginning, but you forgot. 7 days continuous recall. Archaebacteria. See the question? Hot springs. In higher altitude, okay, when you go to higher altitude, in higher altitude, there is lower RBC production. True or false? When you go to higher altitude and stay in a higher altitude, in the top mountain, what will happen? It is higher RBC production, no logic business. Higher. Heart palpitation. What do you mean palpitation? That heart rate will be beating so many times. That is called palpitation. That is also MCQ. Palpitation is related to which organ? That time you must write more heartbeat is called palpitation, or more number of heartbeat is called palpitation. Okay. So heart palpitation is due to what? There are so many reasons. Tell me one reason for MCQ. Heart palpitation is due to what? Heart palpitation is due to altitude sickness. When you go to the top mountain with low oxygen, you will get, that is called altitude sickness. In altitude sickness, you will have heart palpitation. Heart palpitation. Diaphragm, diaphragm, diaphragm. What is diaphragm? It is a barrier method of contraception in females. Diaphragm is made up of thin plastic. True or false? Repeated MCQ, man. Diaphragm is made up of rubber. Are they last? Which of the following is made up of rubber? That time we must answer diaphragm. Both sides they can ask. Name all the barrier methods of contraception in females. Barrier, barrier. Barrier. Condom, diaphragm, cervical cap, vault. How they will ask? They will not ask direct question like this. They will ask, which of the following is a barrier method? That time you must know all these things. Don't study the answer. Read the question very well. Ulta. Always study diaphragm is a barrier method. Okay. Condom is a barrier method. Cervical cap is a barrier method. Vault is a barrier method of contraception in females. If you study like that, you can blast any MCQ. You can blast any MCQ. Study like this, okay? Don't say condom, diaphragm. Don't read like that. Okay, because if I am asking a true or false statement, vault is a barrier method of contraception. That time it will be very tough to answer. You will think, keep on scratching the head. For that is I am telling again, you must always practice 7 days continuous recall. No scratching. No scratching. What do you mean by pills? Pills is used for which disease? Pills. Pills is used for which disease? Pills is a oral contraceptive tablet. Pills is a oral contraceptive tablet. Pills is a oral contraceptive tablet to prevent or to avoid pregnancy by females. Pills is a oral contraceptive tablet used by females, not males, females, to prevent pregnancy. In spermatogenesis, LH acts on Sertoli cells. True or false? In spermatogenesis, LH acts on Sertoli cells. It is always L for L. L for L. LH Leydig cells. L for L. Leydig cells. What is the question? It's a wrong statement. L for L. LH for Leydig cells. I made it clear. High GnRH. What is GnRH? MCQ. Gonadotropin releasing hormone. Gonadotropin releasing hormone. High GnRH is related to oogenesis. True or false? True or false? is related to spermatogenesis. See, even if you do 100 times revision in your textbook, you cannot remember anything unless you practice, recall what we are doing right now. We are not doing revision. What you are doing now is recall technique. You read the textbook only once. After that, come to recall. You will remember for a long period. Spermatogenesis. What is the question? Middle piece is found in where? In area. Middle piece. Middle piece is found in sperm. Middle piece is found in sperm. Can I answer this MCQ? There are 4 MCQs here. Lobe, alveolus, duct, ampulla. Found in which organ? All the 4 should be there in the same organ. That is MCQ. Lobe, ampulla, duct, and ampulla alveolus. Don't catch hold only this ampulla. All the 4 should be there. Lobe. This is called NEET. It is found in mammary gland also. So ampulla is found in mammary gland also. Right? Read the question now. Because lobe is found in which organ? They'll ask. Lobe is found in which organ? They'll ask. That time you must answer mammary gland. They'll ask. Alveolus is found in which organ? That time you must answer mammary gland. Duct found which organ? You must answer mammary gland. Ampulla, mammary gland. 4 MCQs I have covered here. Not joke. Lobe, mammary gland. So remember 4 MCQs. I given in a single MCQ. So you must keep Sheben in mind, okay? Cervix is a part of external female genitalia. Cervix is a part of external female genitalia. Cervix, any idea? External female genitalia. These are the 5 external female genitalia. So how we should prepare? Clitoris is a female external genitalia. Yes, I know that. Next you must know. Okay, hymen is a female external genitalia. Okay, I know that. You must study like that. Okay, come on. Don't write No, you are preparing for NEET now. All these 5 things are female external genitalia. Mons pubis, labia majora, labia minora, hymen and clitoris. You create your own question in your mind. So, now you read this. It is a correct, it's a wrong statement. See, cervix is a part of female external genitalia. Is a wrong statement. The correct statement is right. What is chalasa? MCQ. Chalasa. 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 Any idea? Chalasa. It is a ovule or megasporangia in a flowering plant. Read the word megasporangia. Okay, mega. Microsporangia is different. This I am talking mega. ovule or megasporangia in a flowering plant is called chalasa, something. What is minus 196 degrees centigrade? Minus 196 degrees centigrade. Liquid nitrogen is used to store pollen grain for years. Years. YEARS is the carry home message. Number 1. Number 2. Liquid nitrogen is a carry home message. Number 3. Used to store pollen grain is the third carry home message. And minus 196 degrees centigrade is the. So I have covered 4 MCQs in these 2 papers. 2 papers I have covered 4 MCQs. Be smart to catch it up. Liquid nitrogen is used to store pollen for years at minus 196 degree centigrade. Liquid nitrogen, pollen grains, years, minus 196 degree centigrade. See the word centigrade is important, they will confuse with Fahrenheit. Intima layer of pollen is continuous. True or false? Continuous. True or false? Intima layer of pollen is continuous. True or false? It is a true statement. Intima layer of pollen is made up of. See the depth of MCQ. Depth. Intima layer of pollen is made up of. Any idea? Intima layer of pollen is made up of cellulose and pectin. Or they'll ask, cellulose is used to make what? Or they'll ask, pectin is used to make what? This is social purpose NEET. Not he found out that and I found out this and they found out that. No. Cellulose and pectin. Are there? What is the use of pectin? Or what is the use of cellulose? That time you must answer this question. Intima, pollen. I made it clear. Food reserve of pollen grain. Repeated MCQs. Food reserve for pollen grain. Food reserve for pollen grain. Vegetative cell. Or they will ask, what is the function of vegetative cell? 4 choices. Am I right? You must answer food reserve for pollen. Vegetative cell divides mitotically in pollen grain. True or false? Vegetative cell divides mitotically in pollen grain. Remember, only generative cell divides mitotically in pollen grain. If you know this point, you can answer the toughest MCQ. Only generative cell pollen grains. What is the question? It is a wrong statement. The correct statement is only generative. Irregular shaped nucleus is for generative cell. True or false? Irregular shaped nucleus is for generative cell. True or false? True or false? Irregular shaped nucleus is typical for vegetative cell in pollen. Irregular shaped nucleus is typical for vegetative cell in pollen. Now you read the question. It's a wrong statement. So I think you know the two cells of pollen grain. Right? I think you know the now. Tell me the two cells of pollen grain. Just now I told you now. Vegetative cell and generative cell. Or they will ask, generative cell is found in which of the following? They will give 4 choices. That time, so always read ulta, okay? So generative cell is found in pollen grain. Next question. Vegetative cell is found in which of the following? That time you must answer pollen grain. This is how NEET preparation you should do. Okay? In pollen, generative cell is larger than the vegetative cell. In pollens, generative cell is larger than the vegetative cell. True or false? Come on, NEET. True or false? The vice versa is true. So this is a wrong statement. See, this was asked a repeat MCQ. Match the following. Sickle cell anemia is an autoimmune disease. Sickle cell anemia is an autoimmune disease. True or false? True or false? Sickle cell anemia is due to point mutation. Or they will ask, which of the following disease related to point mutation? Ulta. Get ready for ulta. Okay. Point mutation. Sickle cell anemia. Which of the following is a medicinal plant? They'll give 4 plants. They'll ask which is the medicinal plant. Or in the match the following it will be. Any idea? A medicinal plant. Your textbook says Ravolfia vantoria. Ravolfia vantoria. Medicinal plant. Medicinal plant. How to remember? 7 days continuous recall. No 2 methods. What is 70%? More than 70% species recorded are animals. More than 70% of species recorded are animals. More than 70%. 22%. Which one? Plants contribute only 22% of total species. Animals 70%, plants only 22%. What is another point for 70%? Among animals, 70% are insects. 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 So I think the highest is insects, 70%. 70%. Next is 70% animals, 22% plant species. Descending order, insects, then we can keep as animals, last is plants. No logic. 7 are insects. Any idea? 7 are insects. For every 10 animals, 7 are insects. So insects is a huge species. Insects. Fungus combined total. Any idea? Fungus combined total. This is called NEET preparation. Important point. Fungus combined total. The fungus species in the world is greater than combined total of fish, reptiles, mammals and amphibians. So when they give which is the highest, fish, fungus, mammals, reptiles, you must answer fungus. Fungus. That is it all. Fungus combined total of DNA is found in nucleolus, OLUS. DNA is found in nucleolus. DNA is found in nucleus. This is simple question. Okay. DNA, nucleus. I think you know this very well. DNA is basic in nature. Any idea? DNA? DNA is acidic in nature. DNA. Acidic. DNA acidic. (1869). 1869. Any idea? 1869. DNA first identified. DNA first identified. Which is the year? 1869. What is the answer? DNA first identified. Who first identified DNA in 1869? Who first? 1860. Any idea? Friedrich Minscher. Friedrich Minscher. Do you know him? He is my friend. Yes. Friedrich Minscher. What is the question? Who identified DNA in 1869? Always remember my friend, okay? So that you will get an MBBS seat. Okay. Friedrich Minscher. I think you will remember this MCQ for a long time. What is the question? Who first identified DNA in 1869? Other name of DNA. This is a fresh MCQ. I am expecting this MCQ next year. Other name of DNA. Nuclein. Nuclein. Or they will ask which of the following is called nuclein. DNA, RNA, both, none. Gone. So nuclein. Nuclein. Nuclein means DNA. The name nuclein, Nuclein, was coined by whom? Say, my friend. "1953. Double helical model of DNA. Double helical model of DNA. Double helical model of DNA. 1953. Who found double helical model of DNA? 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 Gaseous exchange takes place in veins. See, we inhale and exhale. Okay, so gaseous exchange happens, right? See the question. Gaseous exchange, gas exchange takes place in veins. True or false? Any idea? Gas exchange takes place. Number 1, alveoli of lungs. Second choice is very important, capillaries. Okay, NEET. Capillaries. Lungs, everybody will answer. They won't ask that question. They'll ask capillaries. Zygote is converted to what? Zygote is converted to blastocyst. A repeated MCQ so many times. Blastocyst. Zygote is converted to. In implantation, dash is attached to the uterine wall or uterus wall. They'll give 4 choice: blastocyst, embryo, zygote, gamete. Gone. In implantation, dash is attached to the uterine wall. The answer is blastocyst. In gametogenesis, dash is formed. They'll give 4 choice: gamete, embryo, zygote, morula. Gone. In gametogenesis, dash is formed. Gamete, be confident. Okay. In fertilization, dash is formed. Same choice. In fertilization, dash is formed. Zygote. Be confident. Zygote. Fertilization. Blastocyst is formed from. You know the answer. Zygote. How to remember? Only 7 days recall technique. Don't waste your time. Formation of zygote is called insemination. True or false? Formation of zygote. Okay, zygote is called insemination. This is how they'll keep in it. It's called fertilization. Just now we discussed fertilization. Formation of, it's called insemination. In implantation, blastocyst implanted to which site? Now it's easy for you. Tomorrow afternoon you will not remember anything. 7 days continuous recall. In implantation, blastocyst is attached to uterus wall. Okay. So kindly share this great awareness video with your friends. Here my next video also. Stay tuned.